crypto investors are going to feel this pain more so than real estate investors that invest in crypto because they have outlets to offset a lot of these gains. But I see that as a big solvable problem worth taking a look at.
What's the biggest frustration when it comes to the 1031 exchange and or trying to exit crypto or other highly appreciated assets and defer capital gains tax?
Well, gosh, I think I finally dealt with that this last year. Fortunately, I am a real estate investor, so working with the right accountant to do that. But I think I would like to take this conversation in maybe a little different direction. Part of how we got connected, Brett, was through this crypto stuff that I'm doing. One of my business partners has a community and a project that he's launched in the DeFi space, and he's got let's just say thousands of crypto investors who all did very well in the last run. A very close friend of mine who kind of pulled me into this space, like he called me up one day and told me that he had turned $50,000 into $40 million in, crypto and trading, stuff like this. And the amount of wealth that was generated in 2021 and 22 is staggering. And what we realized was that these people have a problem now, right? They have a massive tax problem. And a lot of these crypto investors, they're not real estate investors. They're not well versed on this. And so, one of the things that we're using the Whale Club community to do is by bringing in all of these different real estate investors, we now have outlets for crypto investors to defer a lot of their capital gains. And so I see that as a major problem. I mean, there's $1 trillion, a little less than that right now, market cap in the crypto world. I truly believe we're going to see it surpass the market cap of gold, which is, I think, 10, 11 trillion right now. So, I mean, I've got a long-term macro belief in crypto. And if you believe in crypto long-term, I think they're going to see a lot of wealth generated. I also think that's going to create a lot of capital gains. So finding a way to bridge these two worlds of crypto and real estate, I think, is a worthwhile endeavor. I see this as a very long-term project. But to your point, it's a problem. It's a problem. And crypto investors are going to feel this pain more so than real estate investors that invest in crypto because they have outlets to offset a lot of these gains. But I see that as a big solvable problem worth taking a look at.
Cool. Yeah. Well, let's solve that for a little bit. If anyone's listening to right now, you go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. We use something called a deferred sales trust, which allows you to do exactly what Paul just said. It actually fits into the barbell strategy, if you will. If you have that asymmetric DeFi, crypto explosion in wealth, and you're wanting to time, and in other words, sell when high and defer that capital gains tax, and that's the challenge, that's the bridge you're trying to cross. We can solve that using what's called a deferred sales trust. And once it's in the trust, you can invest into real estate at any time as well, diversify back into crypto when it makes sense. Also sit in T-bills and hang out and wait around. Like, it's really neat not having to be trapped by the 1031 exchange and any of the restrictions that are involved. By the way, 1031s only work for investment real estate. It doesn't work for cryptocurrency. And so we've done a couple exits before this last crash, and we're recording this in May of 2023. So crypto took a big hit here the last 12, 18 months. But prior to that, we were at some highs, right? And with those highs, Paul, I had two clients. She worked for a big tech company in Silicon Valley. She bought Bitcoin, about $50,000 worth, went to 50 million, was able to exit 5 million at 54,000 a coin when Bitcoin was at that price. We saw it go as high as 68, 69,000. And she decided not to exit at that point. And the rest is kind of where we're at right now. I think we're around 2025 right now. Last I checked on Bitcoin, but a lot of wealth, right? But she was able to still defer a lot, right? So we exited 5, and we did another client, Ethereum and Bitcoin. He also worked for a big tech company, and mainly Ethereum. He was able to exit. A lot of his funds were in Celsius, and he's able to get a lot of it out before that whole debacle, right?